Matt said he wanted to shoot for one day. I don't think that's possible.
You taking a
we're taking two-man, aren't we?
There aren't any, because there's 2 solo guys going out today. So I have to I either need Matt to drop me off or I gotta ride with somebody if there's another seat.
So we get to get two-man.
Why don't you get your mommy to pick you up?
Two-man.
I obviously can't go car shopping today.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can do that. Probably will do that.
Take the Ram home or something.
I said to Matt I need to get a car by the end of the week, but I don't think that's possible.
What did they tell you, bro?
They told me the engine
rush
is.
it.
How am I gonna get anywhere?
I know,
though,
but
I have
you
to be here
can.
at 5:30, or I have to be here at 7 every day.
He's on your way to work. If he can't
but
get
what
you,
am I gonna do when you finish for the day? Like, do I just have to hang out at the shop until you get here whenever?
Uber or girlfriend's car, or
Girlfriend has a job.
then call mom.
Mom
You
has
and
a
Matt
job.
work. You and Matt work on the same schedule.
Since we do Monday morning meetings where we talk to everybody, we want to do like one-on-ones with everyone one at a time to just kind of talk through like what we're noticing and what we're hearing and like trying to improve things a little bit. Like you get to the next tier, next level as a technician. I think the main things that I'm hearing, your quality is great. The main thing is just speed things. And I think it's gonna be helpful that I'm there today just because I'm not gonna be washing, so I'll be able to kind of see what's going on. On house washes, I think because when I was kind of showing you how to do this stuff, we broke it up into sections to like make it like manageable. I think it kind of made it so that when you went out and started doing it like regularly, you're still breaking it up into like a little bit smaller sections, which kind of makes it take a little longer because then you're like trying to see how this one turns out before you go to the next one.
I think I'm like you. I want it to be perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when I'm going through it, like I want it, like once I get done with that side, I want it to like in my mind, like come
Be
to the
done
vision of,
before you move.
right.
Yeah.
And
For
trust
sure.
me, and trust me, we both are quality over speed.
Yeah.
Like there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Because when
sure.
callbacks are racking up, it's a pain in the rear.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's just kind of that happy medium. You're at the junior.
The junior. Yeah.
So we got-
Okay. Yeah.
So once you can go solo, then you're a technician.
Next one is like master technician.
Lead technician. So you can lead somebody else on a truck. So like if you're on a 2-man crew, you'd be the one that's like
Game
leading the
planning
crew.
and all
yeah,
that.
exactly. I've heard you do great with windows. I've seen you do it. Quality's there. I hear nothing but good things about like your quality as far as like the finished product goes. It's really just the speed of things.
All that we ask of you is to say, hey, like I want to get to technician
Yeah.
by Monday. Like how do I get there?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And just kind of be ambitious about it. And I promise he will go out of his way to show you how to do so.
I definitely think that's doable too.
On the way to the career day at a local elementary school, got Hayden to my left. Forgot my camera, so if the audio is bad, left my camera at the desk, but we're excited. We're bringing some equipment for these kids to try out. It's an elementary school, so I don't foresee 5th graders coming to work for us, but getting to send all these flyers home with the kids in their backpacks, getting to post content of us kind of in the community, I think will be a benefit. This is the one time that Hayden will wear his glasses and his gloves when we're doing it in front of kids. I was really hoping that we wouldn't be the boring company here, and these kids are loving this thing. They think it's super cool. This is so funny.
Go ahead and put some property protection on. Caleb's gonna go ahead and set us up with the water right now. We normally put the shower caps over like outlets and whatnot. Throw some tape on there too on the inside just to make sure we're securing everything and whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Cover up that keyhole. You don't want that corroding up.
You know what I'm saying? I see a ton over
In the
here.
video, I'm pretty sure it does mention this spot
Yeah.
from the gutter runoff.
But I see this one, I see all of these streaks here. I see this streak. The front looks really good, honestly, surprisingly, but at least the front couple of panels, I'm gonna still hit them, but I think they look good.
My car finally died, like permanently. I had it since I was 16, and I was driving the other day and it just stopped in a turn lane and I couldn't get it to crank back up. It was making sounds like it was trying to, so I'm like, okay, it's probably a starter or something. I got it towed to a shop and they called me yesterday and said, hey, this motor is beyond repair. It's gonna need replacement. And I was like, how much is that gonna cost? And they said $5,500. The car's worth $1,500. I think I've had it for 10 years and it's done, like gone. This will be my first car other than that, once I get it.
This
And then
front,
there's the one little spot on the front there.
as I was saying, this front whole face on this side looks really good. I would just say this little solar panel little area, and there's a little spot on the front.
The areas that he priced them out for
Yeah.
is just this face on the front, facing this direction, the whole side and the whole back.
Oh, okay. I thought he had priced them for the whole thing.
No,
Oh, okay.
it's a
Then we're
half
good.
roof
Yeah, then we're
wash.
good.
Yeah, it's a half roof wash.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the step ladder just so we can get
Yep.
up to the top.
That huge snowstorm came through after Teslas first came out.
Be
And a bunch of
pretty
people got
dope,
stranded. Like the one lady died in her Tesla because
I did not, I
you
actually
run
don't
it under
remember
the
that.
house.
yeah.
We had a property that we were at recently where there was damage to something while we were there from the wash. And I went out and looked at it in person and I told her, like, we'll get it taken care of for her, we'll get it fixed. And then once I said that, the next day I got about 12 videos of every single thing that was wrong with the house. I went and looked it up. The house was built in like 1994. It had never been redone before. So obviously there's paint chips all over the place. There's like sun damage. There's all kinds of stuff. So all I'm doing is like going back and forth to the before pictures and her stuff to see like, can I see any of that stuff before? And for some of the stuff I could be like, okay, well, this picture was taken at 9:15 in the morning. It shows this area where the paint chip is there. That's before they started the wash. But then the big expensive area was not there. So I have no way of showing that it wasn't us. I mean, it could have been us. It could have been, but nothing like that has ever happened before. Probably gonna be between $4,000 and $6,000. So we're doing a half roof wash, which is 3/4 roof wash. It says half on the work order, but Grant pointed out the areas we're washing. We're washing that face that's facing this direction just because you can see the sun's over there, so it's getting more shaded. It's a lot dirtier than the rest of the front. We're doing this whole side over here, like all of these faces, and then we're doing the whole back. We're also doing a whole house wash. We're cleaning the driveway, the walkway, the back patio, the walkway to the back patio, the side patio. We're cleaning this brick fence area up front and all of the brick pillars on the inside along it. We're getting that retaining wall, the one on the other side of the patio, the one in the back. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. I mean, it is a lot, but I think Matt said he wanted to shoot for one day. I don't think that's possible, but we'll be pretty close.
Just pulled up to the city center again. You'll probably see me here often. Y'all know that we have our BNI meetings here and other meetings and stuff. Bunch of good lunch spots. So I'm here meeting today with Bruce. He is one of my two business coaches. He's great. And he's helping me today. I've been working on these maintenance plans, which we will show on camera here if I can ever finish them. But he's helping me with some of the pricing on it. It's one of those things where he's just going to help me kind of figure out, you know, like the labor and gross profit, net profits on certain homes to make sure that, you know, yeah, it'll be great if we're selling a bunch of these maintenance plans, like it'll feel good, but if they're not making any money, then what's the point? So great to have somebody like this who can kind of run through some of these numbers with me, figure it out. So we'll see if we can get him on camera for a second. All right, I'm here with Bruce. This is, like I was saying, one of my 2 business coaches. He's been awesome. He's been helping me a lot. When I went to him, he was in my B&I group when I hired him, but we weren't making much money as a company. Still aren't making much money. 5% profit last year? So maybe tell them how you've helped us a little bit and what else you do on the day-to-day.
So I mean, generally, what do? We come in, we help get more profitable, more scalable, more sustainable, right? I mean, that's kind of that's the zoomed out big picture.
Right. And what's the name of the company?
Sendwise. We teach, our goal is to teach young adults how to run a business the right way.
Yeah.
Back to how to lead people well, be good stewards of the business.
Right.
Be profitable, be scalable.
Yeah, I love it. We do a monthly call and we go over all of our financials, our profit and loss. We look at what, you know, I guess what I can do. And I don't think everybody's going to get the special treatment like me, but I get the extra lunches here on the sides, talking about some numbers. But if you need anybody to help with books, Sendwise, Bruce and his team have been great. Thanks, guys. We just finished lunch at Homestead. It was good. I got a chicken sandwich, fries. I did have a water, so I guess it was a healthy lunch. But no, that went great though. He really gave me some clarity on it, because really the situation that I was running into was like, hey, I want to keep this plan at a reasonable price point, so obviously people can sign up for it and it not feel like a second car payment. But it was like, basically I didn't know how to do that while, you know, we still needed to make money, obviously, and I couldn't have our hourly rate drop in half just because they were on a plan. So he helped me out a lot, just kind of honestly kind of putting different services in different seasons, taking out some services that I just don't think people would see that much value in. That was good. Again, having somebody that can kind of be in your corner, that's kind of can help you think out some things, is super beneficial.
We talked about with Matthew Allen, he's a junior technician, so he only works with another person on his truck, and we're looking to get him to do solo work. He can make more money that way, his commission will go up. So it's better for him to do that, but at the same time, like, if we throw him on a schedule set up for a solo day, he's gonna have a really late day just because like some of the individual services he's going a little slower on. So I just wanted to be able to see him do things and see like if I notice something in particular. I had some ideas for what it might be, but like if I'm not here with him, I really have no idea. Hey, with the house wash, there's a couple spots where I noticed like on the windowsills there's paint chipping, and like up high, like on the porch there is. Like you see up on the porch, those chips, and you can see the white behind it.
Oh yeah.
Try to stay like super wide fan. Even when you're rinsing, like just don't ever get tight on it because it'll spread like so easy.
This hose right here, and I noticed when he cut it on, there was water leaking out right here, so I just had him cut the water off so we could take this out of the quick connects. And thanks to my new handy dandy tool belt, I got all the tools I need to replace this O-ring right here. This old one's kind of cruddy. I'll throw that in my pocket and we'll just go ahead and pop a fresh one in there. Instead of going back to the truck to have to do that, since I got it all on me right here, handle that on the fly.
The good life, bro.
don't know what I'm doing.
When I go to do the rinse on this, it's gonna look really good.
This is the performance tracker. So I show them a line graph where they can see how we're trending with callbacks. So right here, this was right at the beginning of the season, January, February, March. We were at 5.26%, 8.7, and 5.45. Those numbers seem pretty high. The main reason for that is if you're in the pressure washing industry, I'm sure you know, January and February is dead. They're doing not very many jobs. So if they get one callback or two callbacks, their percentage is going to be pretty high. So I always show them this. They see the line graph, and then over on this side, we can see each technician, how many jobs they've done, and then what their individual rate is. The next thing down here, this is the revenue per hour. So right here on the right, we have the goals. When we're doing Christmas lights, we're looking to do 400 an hour. On a two-man truck, 250 an hour, and on a solo truck, a 150 an hour. So you can see here, truck one had 158 an hour. That's great. They would be capable of doing $1,580 that day. Truck two, this was a two-man truck. They did 214 an hour. That's a little lower than our goal. That triggered me to go in and look and see, was there any individual jobs where the rate was weird? There were a couple jobs in here that were solo, and that's kind of throwing the numbers off. So over here, truck four, this one says duo, but we were doing solo work with it. It was 170 an hour. That's a great rate. So that shows me they could do 1,700. So we always track this stuff so that they know where they're at, we know where they're at, and we can deal with issues. Right here is our callback sheet. I have this separated by month, so you can see each of the months here. And if I break them down, I can see, okay, in April, we have the customer's name, what technicians were on it, what was the cause, is it resolved, how much did it cost? Any of these where we're going back to do more work, I'm not really counting a cost. If I'm spending money on like replacement parts or things, that's when I'm starting to track the cost. On my side of things, I'm working on something new right now. So I'm not a coder. I don't know how to code. I'm one of those people that is a third-party thinker and relies heavily on AI for kind of like tasks, things that I'm not great at. So I've been using Claude lately to create a new section for our website. I'm just gonna password protect it so that I can access it. But on this tab of the website, it's gonna be the production hub. So I can go in here and see all of my tools. I can track our bleach tank, when it needs to be refilled, average daily usage, all that stuff. I can see our equipment that needs maintenance. I can see what parts we have in stock, all that kind of stuff. But the reason I'm showing this to you now is there's a technicians tab on here. I can put in their information, what their position is right now, and then I can calculate their callback rate on here. So I can put in their total jobs completed, total callbacks, how many strikes they have, how much revenue they've generated, and how many hours they've worked. It'll give me their revenue per hour, it'll give me their callback rate, and it'll also give me how many strikes there are. This took me 20 minutes to get it where it's at right now. Unless you go and track your metrics and see how things are actually going, you don't know how to improve. So I think this could be big for anybody. Nest up in here?
Yeah, there was a beehive in this
Yeah.
this smaller one.
That looks good.
Sweet.
I think it sucks because it's not like totally uniform, but like when it comes to oxidized paint like that, that's about as good as we can do without it getting repainted. I'm gonna do a quick breakdown of this project to kind of tell you how it went. First of all, what went wrong? The timer ran for 71 hours. I knew the project took about 16 hours, so that was a mistake on the technician's part. Not a huge deal because I know sometimes that could confuse things. Also, there was a little section where there was some chemical overspray on some of the windows. The techs had to come back out and re-clean those windows, but ultimately the customer was happy in the end. But I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of the revenue per hour so you can see just how good this project was. So I made this quick tool in Claude. I'll share it with you in the description, but I'll put the job total in here and how many hours it took, 16 hours. And you can see they had 2 techs on it. They did $317.95 an hour. That's a great number. Compared to our goal of $250 an hour on a 2-man crew, That's $67.95 over that goal. Coming down here, you can see per technician, about $159 per person per hour. That's a great number here. Coming down here, it'll just show you kind of the comparison on a 2-man crew versus a 1. If I want to go over how much they made on this, the regular technician made $483.28 on this project. I'll divide it by 16 hours. It's about $30.20 an hour. For the lead technician, that was $585.03. Divided by 16 hours, they made $36.56 an hour. So great numbers here. If I consider a regular day of $2,500 on a 2-man crew, and I'll multiply it by their pay, $287 times 2 days, which is about how long the project took, $575. So they would have been bouncing from project to project with drive time in there, and they still made more money sitting in one place doing one project. So great opportunity overall.
With this bee's hive right there,
Yes.
I blasted it from like this
Here,
angle.
it's not coming out.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it again. See if
The only other thing I ever do is if it's not coming out with water, we have the window cleaning poles. If you take the brush head off of it and you just use the pole. Is this about
I think that just got it.